Good evening everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here with my today's video and it is going to be very informative and interesting for all of you. Well, after discussion of phrase and its types, now today I am going to discuss the very first phrase, that is noun phrase. You already know about noun, that what is a noun and how many types or kinds of nouns are there. You have gone through it, and if you haven't learned them yet, so I'll share the link in the description box and you can go and watch out the video there. So starting with the noun phrase today, like the definition of noun and the definition of phrase, they both are separately understood. Now we have to join both of them together at one place and we will understand the function of a noun phrase. Like, what is a noun phrase? A phrase that functions as a noun in a sentence is called a noun phrase. A regular noun phrase has a word or a words that modify it. The head element is a noun in a noun phrase. A noun phrase can be replaced by a noun or a pronoun. Now, first of all, look at the first point, that a phrase that functions as a noun. Like, phrase is a group of words without the subject verb combination, but it still functions as a single noun. Like, it has a few modifiers with it or a single modifier with it to modify the value of the noun and to make it a phrase. Now, within the noun phrase, the head element will always be a noun. Like, the noun is the head element, it means that it will be important for that phrase even. And the last point is that a noun phrase can be replaced by a single noun or a pronoun. Let's have a look on the examples and you will understand about all these points that are mentioned in the definition. The very first example is, my friend called me yesterday. Now, if you look at the subject of this statement, that is my friend. Now, my is a modifier here that is written with the word friend, that is noun here. So, in this way, they both are a group of words. Now, my friend is a noun phrase here. Next example is, Sarah called my friend yesterday. Now again, Sarah is subject, called is a verb, and my friend is an object here, and it is a noun phrase as well. It is a group of words. They are my intelligent students. Now, if you look at the structure of the sentence, the subject are is a verb here, and my intelligent students means that they are students. My intelligent students can be replaced by a single noun, that is students. Now, this example can be replaced like they are students or they are children. So, students and children are single noun within these examples, and when you compose or when you modify these nouns with a few modifiers, so it becomes a noun phrase, that is my intelligent students. Same is the case with the above example. For example, my friend called me yesterday. So at the place of my friend, you can write any name. For example, Sarah called me yesterday. For example, he called me yesterday. But as it is my friend, so it is a group of words and it is considered as a noun phrase. Another example is, the rules of my office are same for all the employees. Now, if you look at the subject of this sentence, the rules of my office, this is a noun phrase and it can be replaced by a single noun. Another example of noun phrase within this example is, all the employees. Now, all the employees means employees of the institute. So, I can change this example into, rules are same for all the employees. So, the subject, the rules of my office, is modified with the word rules. Or if you want to change all the employees, so you can write that rules are same for all or for all members. If it is all, it is considered as a single object, but if it is all members, so again it will be a noun phrase. Another example is, they love their parents. Sentence structure is, they subject, love is verb, and their parents is actually the object. And if you replace this their parents with a single noun or pronoun, that is they love them or they love Ali, or they love, any noun you can write in place of their parents. Now, the placement of noun phrase is different. Like noun phrase functions as a subject complement, as a direct object, or as an object of preposition or an object complement. We will dwell into the examples of all these points and you'll be able to analyze the placement of the noun phrase. First of all, I'll discuss about the noun phrase as a subject. We have discussed about this subject, that what is it, what is the definition of it, and what is the place of the subject. Alright, let's see the example, that is the big red car is mine. Now, you all know about the place of the subject. So here the big red car is at the subject place. Is verb and mine is as a possessive pronoun. Another example is the students of my class are very smart. Now the students of my class is a noun phrase that is placed at the point of subject. I can replace it with only students, like students are very smart or they are very smart. So it can be replaced by a noun or a pronoun in this way. The author of the book worked day and night. Now at the place of the subject there is the author of the book. I can change it into he worked day and night, or is there, if there is any name like Shakespeare worked day and night. My classmates enjoyed their party. Now my classmates is a group of words. It is at the place of the subject, so it is noun phrase as a subject. The sunny weather made our trip enjoyable. Again, noun phrase is at the place of the subject, that can be replaced by a noun or a pronoun. All my friends are invited to the party. Again, it is at the place of the subject. The head element here is friends, like friends is a noun, so this is called a noun phrase. In all the above examples, the head element is noun. Now the next point is that noun phrase also functions as a direct object. It is also at the place of the object. Examples are, she bought a beautiful dress for the party. Now she is subject, bought is verb, a beautiful dress. Within this group of words, dress is the head element and it is the object of the verb or the direct object. The teacher assigned the students a difficult project. Now the teacher, again it is a noun phrase as subject, assigned is verb, the students is again another noun phrase that is considered as an object, a difficult project, and the direct object is here, that is at the end of the sentence after the indirect object. The company hired a new marketing manager. The company is a noun phrase as subject, hired is a verb, a new marketing manager is a noun phrase as a direct object. It can be replaced by a single noun. For example, the company hired him, or the company hired Ahmed as their employee. They gave a generous donation. They subject, gave is verb, a generous donation is the direct object that functions as a noun phrase. He attempted the lengthy paper. Again, the lengthy paper is a noun phrase. Paper is the head element. It is a group of words without subject and verb combination, but within this sentence, this gives a meaning of a noun phrase as a direct object. The next is noun phrase as a subject complement. If you all know about the subject complement, it is well and good. Otherwise, you need to watch out the videos of subject complement, like it is a kind of complement that is given to a subject within the sentence. Now, the best part of the trip is again a noun phrase, but it is at the place of the subject, but we have to look for the subject complement. Was is a verb, to visit the museum. This is a complement that is given to the best part of the trip. So, here it functions as a subject complement. She is a talented musician. She is subject, is verb. A talented musician is a noun phrase that is referred to a subject complement. A talented musician is referred to the pronoun within this sentence, that is she, or the subject, that is she. The highlight of the evening was the firework display. Now, the highlight of the evening, this is a noun phrase as well, but here it is a subject. Was is verb. The firework display is the subject complement that is mentioned as a noun phrase here. It tells us about subject. He is the best player of the team. Now, the best player of the team is the complement for the subject he here. Next is noun phrase as object complement. Any complement that is given to an object within a sentence is considered as the complement of object. Let's have a look. They elected her as president of the company. The subject, elected is verb, her is an object here, and president of the company is the complement for the object, that is her. She regarded him a close friend. Sentence structure is now easy to understand. Subject, verb, object. Him is an object here, and a close friend is the complement of the object. So, noun phrase here functions as the object complement. Next, I have example. She appointed him simply director of marketing. Now, she is subject, appointed is verb, and him is again object here. Director of marketing is the complement for the object, that is him. The leader named him the most valuable player in town. The leader is a noun phrase at the place of subject. Named is a verb and him is an object here. The most valuable player in town is a complement for this object, that is him. I hope until now you are clear with all the concepts. Next is noun phrase as object of preposition. Like this object will be written after the preposition. The book on the table belongs to me. Now, the book is a subject here. On is a preposition. The table is a noun phrase that is considered as the object of preposition, that is on. Belongs to me is my predicate here. So, the table is the object of preposition on. Next example is the city with the highest population is Tokyo. Now, the city with the highest population, with is a preposition here. The highest population is a noun phrase and it is the object of preposition with. Next example is the park is surrounded by tall trees. Now, tall trees is a noun phrase. Trees is the head element here, that is noun, and it is written soon after the preposition, that is by. So, in this way it is considered as the object of preposition. Next example is the new policy applies to all the employees. Again, to is preposition here and all the employees is considered as the object of preposition. The room had a beautiful view of the ocean. Now, again of is preposition and the ocean is the object of preposition. Now, in these examples you are not supposed to mix up with the adjective phrases because here I have highlighted only the noun phrases. I haven't taken up the preposition that is written soon after the noun and that can be considered as an adjective phrase. So, don't mix up this noun phrase and an adjective phrase, and just for now just stick to the idea of noun phrases. Now, next I have that formation of noun phrase, that how do we form, how do we construct a noun phrase. We write pre-modifiers plus nouns. Now, pre-modifiers may contain articles, possessive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, quantitative adjectives and numbers. I'll explain all the examples. Like the very first example is with the help of articles. For example, he has bought a beautiful red dress. So a beautiful red dress is a noun phrase. Possessive adjectives are also used for making noun phrases. For example, your house, his bag, their work, my friend, her notebook. We visited your house. Next is demonstrative adjectives. For example, this classroom, those students, that dish, these shoes, etc. I had spent my student life in this classroom. So this classroom is a noun phrase. Quantifiers are also the helpers of noun phrases. For example, some mangoes, few workers, little sugar, sometime, etc. I have brought some mangoes. And last but not the least, numbers are also used to make noun phrases. One house, three dogs, five books, etc. I have checked five books. So five books here is a noun phrase. The next method to make noun phrase is a combination of noun plus post modifiers. Now these post modifiers can be prepositional phrases, these can be participle phrases, infinitive phrases, adjective phrases, gerund phrases, or relative clauses as well. Let's have a look on the examples. For example, prepositional phrases as post modifiers, the city with the highest population. Now city here is noun, with the highest population is a prepositional phrase plus a post modifier. So collectively the city with the highest population is a noun phrase. Next I have the teacher of the year. Now teacher is a noun, of the year is a prepositional phrase. Next, clauses as post modifiers. The student who scored highest marks. Within this noun phrase I have a clause that is modifying the noun student, but collectively if I am going to use it in any kind of sentence, so it can be considered as my noun phrase. The book that I read last week, again it is a noun phrase, it has a relative clause that I read last week. The city where I grew, now it is also a noun phrase because the head element here is the noun city. Next I have participle phrases as post modifiers. The girl sitting in the corner. Girl is a noun, sitting in the corner is a post modifier plus participle phrase, and collectively it will make a noun phrase. The car driven by my brother. Car is a noun and driven by my brother is a participle phrase. The flowers blooming in the garden. Again, a noun flowers is combined with blooming in the garden as post modifier that is going to form a noun phrase. Then I have infinitive or infinitive phrases as post modifiers. The person to invite, like here the person is a noun, to invite is used as an infinitive. If I add certain words with this infinitive, it will be an infinitive phrase and collectively it will function as a noun phrase. The book to read, now again it's an infinitive with a noun as post modifier. The place to visit, same noun phrases in front of you. Then next I have gerund phrases as post modifiers. The girl singing in the concert. Girl is a noun, singing in the concert is a post modifier that makes a noun phrase. The man writing the letter, same case, the team winning the championship. So in this way, while combining noun plus post modifiers, we create noun phrases that are used at different places in different sentences. These post modifiers provide additional information about the noun, such as its location, characteristics, actions, or relationships. Then the last method of making noun phrase is a pre-modifier plus noun plus post modifier. Now if you remember the discussion of pre-modifiers and the discussion of post modifiers that I have recently done, so it is easy to make a noun phrase and I am going to give you a few examples. For example, the beautiful city with ancient architecture. Now this is a complete noun phrase. It has a pre-modifier that is beautiful, it has a noun that is city, and it has a post modifier that is with ancient architecture. The talented students who won the award. Now talented is a pre-modifier, then noun is there, student, and post modifier who won the award. Then the delicious cake on the table. Now the is also a pre-modifier, delicious is a pre-modifier, cake is a noun, and on the table is a post modifier. The next example is 3 students from the same school. Now 3 is a number, as I've told you in pre-modifiers discussion. Student is a noun, from the same school is a post modifier. So collectively this whole phrase is a noun phrase. Many people at the party. Many is a pre-modifier, people is a noun, at the party is a post modifier. This beautiful city with ancient architecture. Now this is also a pre-modifier as demonstrative adjective. Beautiful is used as again a pre-modifier. City is noun, with ancient architecture is a post modifier here. These delicious cakes on the table. Now you have to identify that where is the pre-modifier, where is the post modifier, and where is the noun. Now all these examples illustrate how pre-modifiers, nouns, and post modifiers work together to provide more information about any noun. So this was all about noun phrases. I hope up till now your concept is clear. I am going to give you a few phrases and then you have to take your own test. Either these are a combination of pre-modifiers and noun, or noun and post modifiers, or pre-modifiers, noun and post modifiers. You have to just analyze the construction of the phrase. The very first one is the highly recommended book on the bestseller list. This is a phrase. Analyze it, that which method is there to make a noun phrase. Then I have people of my country. Analyze this method as well. And the last one is a happy child. So take your own test and tell me whether you are passed, whether you are average, or whether you have not succeeded. Stay tuned and I'll be there with my next phrase soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.